It is time for the main event. And that man right there is your main event. That is Jason Styles. It's Big Time Wrestling 15th anniversary show. And again, he must have been in all of them. Just about. He's in the main event tonight, where he should be in the anniversary show. Jason Styles, your big BTW World Champion.
And of course, once again, an opponent that you cannot overlook, Chavo Guererro.
Steel and sex appeal. He's still got the belt. The irresistible Jason Styles.
The irresistible one right now, greeting his fans in only the way he can.
Are you ready to jump there, Junior? I didn't see you jump.
I can't do that. Only Jason Styles can do that and make him look as good as he does. He's in need of some styling. Well, Styles will do it to you. I'll tell you, he is the BTW World Champion. He's got a battle tonight with a great, great star from a family of wrestlers. What can be said about the Guerrero family? The tragedy from Eddie and the successes from Mondo, Chavo, Hector, they're all wonderful stars, and this one right here is my favorite. I've always liked Chavo Guerrero. He's a great, great athlete. He's got a battery of moves, an arsenal of moves that he can put on you. He's a superstar indeed.
Of course, my favorite is Chavo's dad, Chavo Sr. Great matches, over here in the San Francisco Bay Area. I remember him watching him at the Cow Palace.
Sure. In the Roy Shires years. And folks, I don't know if you know this about Big Time Wrestling. It started out as a Roy Shires promotion with Pat Patterson, Alan Bolte calling, Ray Stevens, the Von Brauners, Peter Maivia, Rocky Johnson, and now Kirk White took over after some years of absence. And here's Alan Bolte calling in Chavo Guerrero. So once again, our thanks to Kirk White and our thanks to you for supporting BTW, Big Time Wrestling. That's the show I grew up with on Channel 2. My father, Hank Brenner, called the action for many years for Roy Shires, and now I'm glad to be in his seat calling the action for you.
Yes, and yeah, I bet you're glad to be sitting next to me.
Well, I'm glad I'm here. We'll put it that way. And Jason Styles, a bone to pick already. That's the championship belt, folks. This is for the BTW World Heavyweight title, and that's your man right there, the champion, Jason Styles.
Oh man, listen guys. Guerrero,
Many of you may not know this, but Jason Styles, in addition to being a musician, also speaks a lot of Spanish. He spent a lot of time wrestling in Mexico. He's done lucha libre matches up here in San Francisco, part of one of the biggest cards ever with lucha libre in San Francisco with Mil Mascaras, Blue Demon, all those guys. Goggles getting a little cleaning here, and Chavo says, okay, we've got all the cobwebs off it.
Yeah, he wants to make sure that Garros Goldstein is at 20/20 vision, to make sure that he doesn't miss a single count, a single beat, a single ounce of action, because this is a big match for Chavo.
Oh, this is a big match for Chavo. It's a big match for Jason. Here we are, well-deservedly being in the main event. Styles says, okay, all right. And he's met with poor Jason, he's met with a chorus of boos, and now Chavo's got the crowd, it seems, on his side. Okay, we've established that. Now Styles, title on the line. Here we go, folks. This is it, the main event. 15 years, anniversary show. This is our main event, and we're ready to start.
Well, of course, this does not faze Jason Styles. You know, he's always been a focused man. He doesn't care about what the people say. He's focused on.
Caught in the act there, Jason. You're well scouted by Chavo. He's not going to believe that handshaking for 1 minute. Styles is getting his bell rung in all four corners. Champion in trouble early on in this one. And where's Styles going? Wow, up and over onto that hardwood floor. That's like a battle royal getting thrown out.
Now, right now, if I was Jason Styles, I would just walk back, walk back to the locker room. You know, you may get counted out, but at least you don't lose the title.
Well,
you live to fight another day.
Jason Styles is not going to walk back to that locker. I don't see him doing that. I mean, he could, but, well, maybe he is now. He's turning around here, saying, all right, timeout. Jason, you know as well as I do, there's no timeouts in professional wrestling.
Well, when you're the champion, you know, you can call timeouts.
In what rule book?
That's one of the many perks of being a champion. Call a timeout and, see how it goes.
Well, these gestures that Styles is making come from Lucha Libre. Shut up. I hope he doesn't mean me. I'm just calling the action.
Well, like I said before, Jason Styles can take his time, and if he gets counted out, so what? At least he doesn't lose the title, Uh-oh.
I told you Styles knew some Spanish. I think he just ordered for me.
What do you got here? Oh. Well, Chavo looks like he doesn't care to get back in the ring. He's taking his sweet time.
Well, he's bonding with the fans. That's what you do. This is professional wrestling. This is about, there we go, back in the ring. Great leaping ability by both these guys, too. I've always been a fan of Chavo Guererro and Jason Styles. We're going to have some action here. Main event, folks. Bell's gone. This one's underway into the lockup. Here we go. Both men jockeying and vying for position. And it's Styles on top with a beautiful side headlock into the ropes. Big tackle. Wow. Really creamed him.
Now, I'm curious to see if Chavo Guerrero is going to bring some of that Lucha Libre style, into the match. That fast-paced action they do over in Mexico, the Lucha Libre style that Chavo Guerrero is well-versed at, and see if that can throw off Jason Styles.
Well, Styles is well-schooled in Lucha Libre tactics as well. Wrestled, like I said, in Mexico. I guess you weren't paying attention when I was talking, which is usual. Side headlock, in there goes Chavo, and Styles is the one who gets floored this time. Grabs the back of the head and says, okay.
I heard you, but the thing, what I was trying to say is that Chavo Guerrero is more well-versed in Lucha Libre, more than Jason Styles, because of the years and years of training that he's had with his uncles and
oh yes, and cousins and sisters and aunts and all that. That's absolutely true. So it may come into play here where the Lucha Libre, whoever's more lucha, takes the belt from Jason Styles, but we don't see that happening yet. Check me out. Goggles Goldstein now over there. Guerrero now saying, watch something. Okay, so both men complaining to the referee. Goggles Goldstein in the middle. Now he's back out of the way, and we could get some more wrestling.
That's right. I think Chavo Guerrero was complaining about I think that Jason Styles was all greased up or something. I don't know what that was all about.
Well, part of the reason, you've got a referee in there is to check the equipment, and I think they were objecting to that belt. I think it has some metallic substance on it, and now Styles is really pasting Guerrero here in the corner.
Uh-oh. Jason Styles looks like to be in control. Look at him pointing at the fans. Uh-oh. Look at this. Here goes Chavo on the offensive.
Those patented European uppercuts. Boy, him and Smith, both of those guys put those on you.
Those are Mexican uppercuts.
All right, they're Mexican uppercuts, but whatever they are, they're devastating. Oh, and look at that. Oh, turning there. Oh.
The Mexican uppercuts are not as devastating as the European uppercuts.
Why is that?
The cheap labor.
Will you stop? Mexican wrestling has a proud tradition, and there's a cover, 2.5. The wrestling in Mexico has a long and proud tradition spanning back many decades, and we saw it up here in the Bay Area on television. It was exposed to us as kids, and I just absolutely love it. And Chavo shows why he can call himself a luchador. Now, Jason Styles here in the corner is getting punch after punch, but he's better be mindful of the referee, does Chavo.
Why doesn't the referee get involved? You know, I mean, he's clearly in the corner. Jason Styles is clearly in the corner. The referee should, whoa,
Ole, Styles on Dream Street. I don't think he quite knows where he is, but again, Jason Styles plays possum. He takes a licking in the beginning of a match and keeps on ticking, and there's a drop kick right to the center of the chest. Styles down by the ropes, 2, grabs the ropes, okay. I don't like to see him do that. I'd rather see people kick out because sometimes the referee can't see if you grab the rope.
Well, first of all, Jason Styles knew where he was. He knew that he was within reach of the rope. Why not use it?
Oh, put his head down too early, does Jason, and now, oh, a guillotine does Chavo, and look at that. Bounces all the way across the ring. Oh, that's bad news for Chavo Guererero there, and that's the opening that Styles.
You use every opening to your advantage. Right there, Junior.
Look at this great camera work right here showing how Jason Styles is helping Chavo Guererero out of the ring.
There you go. And he knows that he has yes, he knows that he has a certain count to get back in the ring. Jason Styles is always aware of his surroundings, always aware of the count, always aware of what the referee's saying to him. That's why he's a champion.
That's absolutely true. There's a lot of reasons why, and one of them is right here as he's covering his man and gets a 2 count. Boy, oh boy, folks, this is it. This is the main event, all the marbles. Imagine the pressure on these 2 men pre-match. You know, you're headlining a show like this, all the marbles, all the prestige to win a match in the 15th anniversary show and come out a winner in the main event. That is really something.
And do you actually think that Jason Styles wants to let go of his meal ticket, that title, which brings a lot of prestige and a lot of money to him? He's not ready to let that go.
Oh no, he's doing very, very well. I understand a new Corvette, that really fast one, that Z71 has been purchased by the Styles Company, I believe he calls it. And, oh, there we go. That's one way to bring your man down.
And he's definitely not ready to give up that title to go down south, you know, south of the border. Jason Styles is not ready to go down to south of the border to face Chavo Guerrero for that title. Because, as Jason Styles once told me, don't drink the water.
Well, I guess you get travel tips from the BTW World Heavyweight Champion as well. And I'll tell you, here's one tip. Don't turn your back on Jason when you're facing the ropes because he will choke you. That's my tip of the day, folks.
Yes, and don't drink the water when you're in Tijuana.
Well, thank you, Dragon Dave. And there's a slugfest in the corner. Styles is still silent and profiling, and Chavo Guererero, who was leading in this match and on top most of the match, is now in trouble. And look how all the weight is now being put on that reverse chin lock.
There's your nephew there, Junior. Oh, I don't know what that means, and I don't want to know what that means.
Well, that means the fans are really into this match like they are in all the matches tonight. What a great card we had for you tonight, folks. And we want to thank all of you for coming on out, supporting Big Time Wrestling. As Chavo Guererero maybe getting second life here. Styles imploring the referee, ask him. And once again, down goes Chavo Guererero. Now, this is a good move on the part of Styles to wear down the explosive Mexican wrestler, Chavo Guererero.
That is true, and you know, once you have him down, you know, Chavo Guerrero can explode and uses fast-paced moves. And this is a great way for Jason Styles to wear down Chavo Guerrero.
Absolutely, no. Chavo's showing a little bit of life here, but I don't know, the referee's in there. A great move on the part of Goggles Goldstein, great refereeing to make sure that doesn't turn into a choke.
Well, it looks like a version of a sleeper hold. And, you know, I think Jason Styles is ready to put Chavo to sleep. Maybe he can sing him a lullaby, you know, like Cucaracha or La Bamba.
Well, a lot of people don't know this about the BTW Heavyweight Champion. He is quite an accomplished musician with the 5 fingers of death. Now look at Chavo coming back here. Uh-oh, we might see a comeback here. I don't know if he can get out of this devastating chin lock here. And Styles back with a forearm to the back. Cuts that off. Oh, and runs right into a drop kick out of absolutely nowhere. Styles does a 360 in midair. My God.
Well, that's one of the traits of a Chavo Guerrero. He before you know it, he just explodes on you. Look at him.
There we go. There's the beautiful flying head scissors. That's a patented move. Up and over and out goes Guerrero, flagged out of there, misses the mark, and down goes Styles. Oh my goodness, Senton from the top, way outside the ring. Beautiful move by Chavo, and now Styles in trouble.
Well, exactly. Right now, Chavo Guerrero's, looks like he's using, he's channeling his Uncle Eddie, you know, and, we got the suplex going on here, I think. But Jason Styles is on the ropes. Smart man.
Well scouted, I'll tell you, that you know, he studies those tapes and nails them with a clothesline. There we go. Beautiful move on the part of the champion, and a cover, a loose cover at that. 1, 2, out the back door. I think that cover was just to tell you, hey, I'm still in control. This is my match.
Well, it was, you know.
Look at him. Come on, Jason, you don't need to do that. That's terrible, mocking Chavo Guerrero's Mexican heritage. Styles now going for a suplex in the center of the ring. Oh, turned around, there's one.
We're going for a triple here. Looks like number 2. There it is, and looks like one more we got. This is
Tres Amigos.
This is a move made famous by his Uncle Eddie. And yes, he points up. Always on his mind, always on his mind, always in his heart.
And on Styles' mind right now is, I think I see my belt slipping away. Get out of the way. Good move on the part of Jason. Gets out of there onto that hardwood floor. Boy, he felt that championship belt slipping away if Chavo put a move on him. And Styles turns his back there, and he gets a double axe handle for his efforts.
Well, I mean, right now, Jason Styles is in a heap of trouble. I mean, can anybody tell me what time it is? I mean, is the time limit already reached?
We're at 18 right now, and there's a 1-hour time limit on this match. Oh, turnabout move. Oh, this could be it right here.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, look at that. That is. Oh, feet on the ropes, folks. Hold the phone.
Did not see that.
Well, of course you didn't see it.
No. Chavo Guerrero got caught right on the mangoes. You know?
Yeah, a low blow and feet on the ropes.
And still the BTW champion,
Oh.
Jason Styles. Mira aquí, simplemente mejor. Simplemente mejor.
You hear that? You hear that?
I heard it, but I don't understand it.
He said, thank you, Chavo, for a great match. You're a worthy opponent, but I just happen to be the better man tonight.
We'll get the ruling on that one, folks. There's the man right there in the main event of the 15th anniversary show. Still your champion, the irresistible one, Jason Styles. Chavo, a great effort, but, you know, the referee doesn't see it. Hold on now.
What's this?
Holy smokes.
The match is over. Why is this happening? What's going on here? Now, is this poor sport?
Oh, look at that. Right to the huevos. I believe that's the right term.
Now, why is this happening? Is this poor sportsmanship or what?
Well, you want to talk about sportsmanship. Let's talk about Styles and giving a kick to the huevos of Chavo.
What is this? Where's the referee? Why isn't the referee stopping this? Why isn't Kirk White out here stopping this? This is after the fact.
I think we might see a frog splash. It's what everybody came to see. Oh boy, this is going to be good.
Somebody stop this. Somebody from the back, please come on and stop this.
Here we go, way up high for Uncle Eddie. There's that, that frog splash. Wow, that's a 3 count right there. Well, unfortunately, the referee did not see it. It didn't count, but I think the hearts of the fans, that's your winner right there, Chavo Guerrero. Jason Styles retains the belt, but in the hearts of the fans, Chavo Guerrero is your winner tonight.
Chavo should be fined. You know, this is after the fact. He should be fined, but then again, you know, he doesn't have any money anyway. He gets paid in pesos.
Oh, stop it, Dragon Dave. You're not going to taint the victory. Yeah, Chavo, you looked good with that belt, but unfortunately, it's not yours, my friend. Still belongs to Mr. Styles.
Knowing Chavo, he'll probably use it as a hubcap.
Oh, will you stop, Dragon Dave? That's disgusting. That's insulting the Mexican people. And there it is. There's your champion right there. Jason Styles laid out, but he'll live to fight another day. Thank you again, folks. On the part of Dragon Dave, we want to thank all of you for supporting BTW and enjoying this copyrighted telecast that has been made possible by Kirk White and Big Time Wrestling as an intended solely for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any publication, reproduction, retransmission, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of these matches without the express written consent of Big Time Wrestling is Dragon Dave.
Strictly prohibited. You're welcome.
Hey, I just want to say thank you to all you guys. Todo de mi familia aquí. All of you in my family here, thank you very much for always supporting La Familia Guerrero. Thank you for coming here to Big Time Pro Wrestling, their 15th anniversary. It's pretty good, pretty cool to be able to come out here and meet all you people much different than I could have done anywhere else. Because whenever I go anywhere else, they don't let us come out and meet all of you. But here, that's a staple here. That's what they do. So thank you